Finally, I've said this to Minister Donoghue when he was Minister of Finance, so I want to say the same to you in relation to your meetings with the banks. EBS tied agents, which is an issue that comes up here regularly. I understand that mediation is ongoing there, but they're not making that much ground, I'm told. And I would hope that maybe you might encourage the banks to use every process that they can to deal with that long outstanding issue and bring it to a close. And also in relation to the tracker mortgage issue, that in your engagement with the banks and maybe the Financial Service Pensions Ombudsman, that you'd encourage them to bring to a conclusion any of the cases that have not been dealt with. I understand there's quite a few, and I think every effort should be made to close that chapter you know, as soon as possible. Because it affects people, their houses, their lives, and I think it's important for government to keep the banks reminded that that is the expectation of government. Just those few comments.
Thanks, Chair. If I can just respond in relation to the EBS tied agents issue, which I am of course familiar with from my previous work on this committee. AIB have advised my department that an agreed mediation process, which you have mentioned, has been put in place in which all parties, the bank, the 16 former EBS tied agents, the third party advisor and the mediator are engaged. I'm not sure if the name of the mediator is public, but you probably have it, and there's a third party advisor acting on behalf of the tied agents. The independent mediator has been engaged since July of last year, and the process is ongoing and engagement continues so as to explore possible resolutions that are acceptable to both sides. I'm told that AIB is committed to the process in attempting to reach a resolution with these parties as quickly as possible. But you having raised it, I will make an inquiry. I can't interfere in the mediation process, obviously. We'll let it take its course, but I will let it be known that I have an interest in the issue. And we'll see what the update is. And the Financial Services and Pensions Ombudsman, you know, again, is independent in the performance of the functions there. But my department at official level will inquire in relation to the progress in coming to a final view on the outstanding tracker-related cases.
Yeah, I appreciate that you can't intervene on any of those issues, but it's to keep them on the agenda.
Yep.
And I suppose to let them know that government is anxious that they would conclude on these issues as soon as possible.
We will do that. Yep.
I appreciate it if you would. I know that we're joined by officials from the Commissioner McGuinness's office. You're all very welcome. I tried to keep it going as long as I could because I knew you were coming. But Minister McGrath was too efficient and he had his figures on the top of his head, easily able to answer. So I'm sorry we're coming to conclude the meeting. But you're very welcome here, and I hope that your visit is successful in whatever aspect you're dealing with from the Commission. I'm sure Minister McGrath will join that.
Absolutely, you're all very welcome. I met Commissioner McGuinness during the week in Brussels as well, just back after 2 days of Eurogroup and Ecofin, and she and no doubt many of you have a very busy legislative files programme, so we got a very good update from the Commissioner in relation to all of those. But you're all very welcome. Delighted to see you here, and thank you for your ongoing work.
No, you should keep our Minister on his toes when he goes out there, you know, just to keep him sharp and alert.